How's everybody week, man? We back with a new episode of Uncut Talk. This is episode 37. Love don't live here. Pretty much, you know the name. Pretty much got that Valentine's, coming out Valentine's Day. I don't know how everybody Valentine's went. Mine was decent. Mine was pretty decent, man. And when I say decent, it's because I'm somebody who celebrate love year round as far as with my wife. So Valentine's, it's a special day. Of course, you still got to do something for your woman or whatnot, but it ain't nothing like out the way that I feel like this, I got to stop the world to make sure Valentine's Day is straight because this is something year round, even when it pertains to my daughters or whatnot. So, yeah. Let me know how everybody how everybody week went. Well, work week, whatever you had going on, you know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments. My week, it's been all right. It's been pretty straight. Like I said, I got some things I'm trying to work on. Like everybody else, I'm still trying to do the normal as far as getting myself in a better position, not only financially, but just making sure the household is still good, man, and trying to make this move or whatnot. So that's pretty much what I'm still trying to work on. But other than that, the page, YouTube, Twitch, and the podcast, trying to get some things done. Like I said, before I can build upon anything better, like I'm trying to work on getting this mic thing set up. Even the environment that I'm going to be doing the podcast out of, I'm trying to work on that. But home got to be straight first. So this is going to be the platform. This is going to be how I'm doing this right now. Of course, I'm not in my regular environment right now. I'm doing something with my daughters as far as trying to celebrate their birthday kind of early. Other than that, I'm trying to spend some family time. My sister, my mom, and them. So I'm trying to do something with them. Definitely enjoying that time with them.
You got to, man.
Oh, yeah. Speaking
you don't
of,
look back and be like, man,
yeah,
what have I done? Work, go home, that's it.
Even with that, it's just like I said, I'm mostly enjoying it for just spending family time, trying to be around some people that enjoy your time just as much as you enjoy their time.
Right.
How your week been though?
Normal shit. Just like I got a set schedule, and it's just like do it, do. That's all I've been doing. I wish I could sleep though, but I can't. I don't feel like when I go to sleep, I don't feel like I go to sleep.
Sleep. I don't know what that is.
Bruh, if I did not have to, I say this shit all the time. If I didn't have to sleep, I wouldn't. Like if I could take a pill and my body would be fine and my mind would be fine without sleeping, I would not fucking sleep. Because for what? I could get so much done. And then like having that, do you like stay up late at night and just have that time to yourself and it's just everything's quiet? You don't hear your neighbors, you don't hear no dogs, you don't hear nothing.
But the thing about me is that I get those moments where I get sleepy, so I'm gonna get my chance to finally lay down if I get that chance, because throughout the week it's getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then when the weekend comes, I let my wife try to get her rest, whatnot, because of the baby or whatnot. So I might be up messing with her, and she might be doing something as far as work or whatnot. So this is a 7-day week thing.
Yeah. I don't even get weekends off of my job because my job is the same thing every day. Children.
I mean, that's
all day.
Even when I'm off, it's kids. So gotta get my sons, make sure they straight, and boys mixed with my girls wanting to chill because they kind of been getting on they sisters' nerves because boys active. They move. Now my girls getting older and they like try to chill, collective. They might want to watch a little movie and they might want to jump around and play and doing what they doing all loud. And they like, no, you need to take them back to the house. I'm like, these your brothers. What are you talking about? So brothers, so blood, what are you talking about?
Yo, little brothers like are born with this power to annoy their older sisters, and I'm just like, bro, what the hell? Like, I've seen it. Like, I've seen it in so many families. I'm like, what? Like, I swear, little brothers, they like when you the little brother and you got an older sister, annoyance powers. Like,
see, I was an older brother, so as far as my sister go. But see, me, I would do certain things. Like, for instance, she come in there play the game with me. For instance, we playing a racing game. We supposed to be racing, but no, she want to stop and go to the houses. I'm like, okay, we're gonna do that. We ain't gonna race. We're gonna just go to the houses or whatnot. I'm just giving you an example of trying to be a nurturing big brother, but at the same time, you can't hit your sister back, but she gonna slap you upside your head. She gonna chase you down and do everything in the third, but you can't hit her back because she a girl.
Yeah. Yeah, my cousins used to straight fight. I was like, I was the one like, why are we fighting? Stop fighting.
No,
No, that was me. Though I was crying because everybody was fighting. No, why are we fighting? Stop. And then I used to be a crybaby when I was really young. I was a crybaby. But like the older I got, my cousin he used to pick on me because he wanted me to be tough. He was like, "You can't be crying all the time." So he used to talk shit. It just It's my cousin though. He
that's
did
how
make
it
me
be.
tough.
Especially if you the younger sibling of older, whether it's older siblings or older cousins.
Man, I am the youngest grandchild on my mom's side. So that's why I was the crybaby.
Shit, I'm trying to see. I don't know, Melvin coming through. He might come through tonight. You seen the message. He'll probably hop on later on if we do.
Yeah.
I know you had a chance to check out Nope as far as the trailer.
Yeah. I watched a couple different trailers and whatever. I mean, they all pretty much the same, but it was like there's one that's longer than the other. And
Oh,
like
you
when
probably
you
talking about
see
the Super Bowl TV spot.
yeah, which I don't know. Wait, one is just slightly longer than the other one. It
What
don't
you
give
think?
you much more to go on though. It's just like what are the inflatable people about? And then it's like, did you see that lady's teeth when that veil
Yeah,
flew
but I
up?
think she just was disfigured though. I don't even think that was like something supernatural. And nothing. I just think she was
Okay,
disfigured. But
okay, that's true. You know, it's
do
people.
you think it's aliens?
Gotta be, man. Like, what else is it gonna be? Like
If it is
ancestral,
aliens,
benevolent spirits, native spirits. Like, I mean, is it a spirit world? Is it like a pocket world? Like, you could go so many different ways.
that's what I was gonna
But
say because it could be some shit like, are we invading their planet and we don't know? As far as Jordan Peele trying to like throw that little twist in there or whatnot, because I heard something
it's
about
gonna be some social commentary. It's gonna be some type of social commentary.
What up? What up?
what's going on, Perk. What's up? What's up,
Chilling.
bro?
Tired.
Oh shit, man. So you could have chilled, bro. You had to come through.
Nah, I was just like, it might as well, you know.
How's feeling down there in Jersey?
Yeah, it's weird, you know. It's been starting to get a little bit warmer, so
Yo, it
that's
hit
good.
80 today. Where we was at.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It's back cool now though.
Perp, are you from Jersey?
Yes,
Say water.
water.
What was that?
No, like I used to date a dude from Jersey, and the way he said water, it was like water.
Yeah, people like, you know, Jersey and New York and Philly and stuff got like different accents and stuff like that. But
Shit, I need you to do a New Jersey Drive retro review with me then.
Yeah,
I
my
think they
ex
was
made
in
me
Newark.
watch that.
I think they was in
Yeah.
Newark.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm in South
That's,
Jersey, so
that's one of my favorite ones. Yo. Oh, I don't even, he ain't loading in yet. See, how your week been, bro?
it's been all right. It's been productive to say the least.
Word. I can head on here talking about the Note trailer. I know you don't have a chance to check it out.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
surprised you ain't
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, I used to talk about trailers a lot, but then it's just like, meh. But
You talking
I'm
about
looking
ones that
for.
get your attention.
Yeah, no, it got my attention. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because what I like about Jordan Peele is he doesn't show you everything in his trailers and stuff like that. You still got to go see the movie to see what's really about. He
Mm-hmm.
always has this interesting twist, you know, in all of his movies so far. And he's kind of started this trend, which I wish some people would stop doing this, where we take an old song and try to turn it into like a horror shit. Like they always did that. What else did they do that for us just recently?
Candyman.
Nah, they did that shit for Moon Knight. They did the day and night shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
For Resident Evil, I forget what the fuck song they used for that, but that was just
Man,
dumb as hell.
it worked one time, and everybody trying to catch lightning in a bottle again. Stop.
But what I appreciate about I just want to say this last thing about Jordan Peele. It's just like it's where there's some really dope horror movies out there. Like if you go looking for it. But what I appreciate about Jordan Peele, what he brings to it, is like some type of originality to like just some like his horror movies and stuff and whatnot. So it's gonna be interesting.
So that's one thing about Get Out and Us. You do not know what's coming. You don't expect what's gonna come.
Right. You didn't expect it. Yeah, you didn't expect those endings and stuff like they always had some like, oh, I didn't expect it to end it like that.
Get Out was definitely the one, especially with Get Out. Even all the way to the point where the cop pull up at the end and you like, man, is this a cop where they about to do some shit where they're going to end up arresting the black dude and throwing him in jail and they end up being his homeboy? And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Bro, when I saw what's his home, I was like, I was about to be so mad at this ending. I'm so glad. I could have
seen him do that. Don't he got an alternate ending for that?
Yeah.
That's how he didn't want to put that out. Yeah, he didn't want to put that one out. Which is it's interesting. It's interesting about horror in general because it's always had. There's always been those horror movies back in the day that had like social commentary, like even the Night of the Living Dead. Like going back and rewatching that, like and getting some like backstory on that. It's just like that was social commentary within itself. Like nobody saw that like a black guy was the main character. Like at that time in a horror movie, so it's like that was like kind of revolutionary at the time.
That wasn't Tony Todd, was it?
Nah.
Okay, that was somebody else. But one thing I asked Nadia was, what do you think is Jordan Peele is doing as far as Nope? Do you think it's aliens, or he trying to throw us off with it?
I think there's multiple things going on. It's not clear. Like I said, it's never clear cut. With his movies, like when you see his trailers, it's never like, oh, we get you. Like, for example, like when you watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you could kind of just get the gist of like, oh, who's gonna die, who's, what I'm saying. I think it's gonna be a mixture of things. Maybe, just maybe, it could be aliens, but there's more to it than just aliens.
Way more to it, and that's the thing I'm really excited about it for, because you like. What's gonna happen? What he got going on? What is he up to? And this, whatever we think is going on, is not what we're gonna expect. That's the thing about it.
And what I think what he's doing with his movies is he's kind of. We'll have to probably wait and see like more movies that he puts out, but I feel like he's making his own cinematic universe. But they're not like they're connected, but they don't like they're not. Referenced in their movies and stuff like that. It's just kind of like their own stories around the world, kind of like, which I'd be okay with.
M. Night Shyamalan vibes from him, especially as far as trailers go. When they come out with his trailers, and even with some of his stories or whatnot throughout his movies, it kind of give me M. Night Shyamalan vibes.
Even like Alfred Hitchcock, how you tell like stories and stuff like that. How it's just like they're always like this. Not like overly scary or nothing like that. Even though Us, I feel like had more. It was more of a horror movie than Get Out. Even though they're both horror movies, obviously, but like I feel like that had way more horror elements compared to Get Out.
You said Alfred Hitchcock, right?
Yeah.
Because think about Psycho, as far as just throwing that whole thing in there, following that main character or whatnot, and then she get killed in the middle, and it's like, hold on, so what? Who we following now?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And her sister ended up coming in or whatnot, but I told Nadia I think maybe the humans are on the alien planet, maybe, and maybe that we don't know we invading their planet or they got up. I don't know. I know he trying to throw the whole thing is supposed to be something doing with aliens, but
who's to say it's not time travel?
Well,
I don't know. That's a reach, but
I ain't think of time travel.
But it's possible. Anything's possible. Which what I like the title. It's just Nope. Like it just doesn't give you nothing That gives you nothing. Like that tells you nothing about this. Like what this could possibly be about. So it should be interesting.
When does that come out?
August, right?
I think June or somewhere in the summer. July.
No, you're right. July. I think it's July. You're right. And that's the confidence of Jordan Peele. He know, being that he putting out a horror movie in the middle of the summer, then you got all these comic book movies or whatnot coming out, and he know.
If he knocks this one out of the park, I think it's safe to say that he's definitely one of those new horror like icons. Like, you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, how can he do this? Just one movie." It's just like sometimes it just takes one movie, you know, to like really
That's
put
like
you
it
on.
take one album for certain rappers to just be certified classics.
Mm-hmm. And I can see some people being like, Us was kind of like mixed with a lot of people, but I feel like a lot of people didn't.
Including me. It was mixed with me. It was more the ending. I feel like the ending kind of started to drag a little bit because I kind of feel like we kind of, all as an audience, kind of started to guess that, okay, she switched at the end. She switched.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, all the whole cloning stuff, and you know,
the whole what is it, the doppelgangers or whatnot with the other family though. That was the good part. That was one of the best scenes in the movie.
Right. Crazy.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this though.
Me too.
Definitely got to go see it on opening night. Do not want to be spoiled.
I don't know about all that, but I'll be there.
That's how I did Scream. Got to now. Got to.
Yeah.
But speaking of, man, I got a chance to check out, before I go to the next thing, I got a chance to check out Kanye West's documentary on Netflix.
I did not.
I expected it to be like, but I didn't expect it to be like that. Like the way he talked and that's Kanye West. That's Kanye.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's been the same, like, for the most part.
You have to respect his drive. Like, shit he was doing just to get Rockefeller to give him just that shot. Like, he kept on and kept on, like, trying.
Yeah, that's
they didn't even know they had
like,
that diamond in the rough right there.
It's like all the stuff he's been through, and, you know, people can say what they want about Kanye now and stuff like that, you know, but just his foresight is crazy.
I didn't know. I'm sitting there trying to go to episode 2 and the shit went off, and that shit, like, it said some date.
Yeah, part two comes out next week. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, he definitely got a lot of interesting points on there. I even like, what's the old buddy that's filming Cootie?
Yeah, Cootie. Yeah, like I didn't know he was on Comic View and stuff like that. He used to be a stand-up.
I didn't know none
crazy.
of that. In fact, he said he put his career to the side to do what he did with Kanye.
And it worked out too. It paid off.
Big time.
And that's what I said. It's just like most people in like Kanye's position at that time, like it took him like 6 years to get signed. Like most people would have quit by then.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he talking, bro, he was sitting there saying that he was like, most people might be comfortable with their position right now, be like, hell no, nigga, I want way more. I know what I want. I know. He said, I'm out here got to help other people with their music. I know my shit gonna be good. I know this album gonna be like.
Right, and just the whole
he already had in him.
He was even talking about, it's like, you know, I want to get so big to the point where I want to drop my last name and stuff, and they just go call me Ye, and just like that whole Inception was crazy. Like he just.
Yeah,
some of the best scenes on there is definitely with him and his mama.
Yeah, that shit, bro. That's just crazy because his mom knew like all about like he was like saying like he's very impulsive and stuff like this, and you know what I'm saying, and it makes sense that like everybody could say like when his mom passed, like he definitely wasn't right after that, and you could say he never
no, who gonna be right, honestly. If you got that relationship with your mama, like and you could tell, man, like I absolutely understand, 100% understand where he is.
Right.
Especially dealing with the industry he dealing with, and having that one person that was in his ear, the way she was talking to him, even not just talking to him, talking to the people that was around him.
The funniest shit though is like when he was going to he was in the Rockefeller offices and stuff, and they were all bumping music, and he would just pop out their CD and just play his shit. It's like, yo.
But he kept on. He just standing there playing the music. Everybody on the phone, telephones or whatnot, trying to work or whatnot. He in there just bumping it.
Yeah, he just bum rushed that shit. Just went up in there. That shit's crazy though.
And we talking about songs that are like Grammy winning songs right now. These are songs people was ignoring.
Yeah, like that Jesus walk through the wire.
That was made in Jersey.
But see,
all falls down.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, man, look how long it took Jay-Z to actually sign that dude. He was about to get signed to Columbia Records before really Jay-Z.
Wasn't it Capitol? It was Capitol.
Capitol Records, yeah, Capitol Records.
Everybody
Columbia,
yeah,
everybody was trying to sign him because everybody was saying that Jesus Walk was too advanced for his era, for the era when it was coming out. But
yeah, even getting that scene with him and Scarface, like he played Scarface, Jesus Walks in Family Business, and like Scarface kind of passed on those shits. So it's just crazy that like. Wow.
You see his expression, and I was sitting there just looking at him, and you could tell, bro, he was sitting there like
he's like, this shit's hard. He's like, this shit was hard. He's like,
but he still was humble though. He still was humble about. He was just like Scarface was like, this shit is incredible. You hear this beat? This shit is incredible.
The funniest part of that, the whole scene where he's like, Scarface, like, what is that? He's like, my retainers. He's like, that shit should be up in the calendar. Shit, that shit was funny.
He kept on like, man, put that shit up. Yeah, he was serious as hell about that shit too.
And how he would address beefs, like what was his name? Doug Infinite. Like Doug Infinite was trying to diss Kanye, and like he immediately hopped on the pulled up on him. He was like, "Bro, what's up with that?" I was like, "I told y'all that I was influenced by you and no ID and stuff and all that." Blah, 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 blah. I was like, "Bro,
he was heavy Chicago." Chicago.
He was heavy Chicago. Heavy Chicago.
Like he was outside. Kanye was outside.
Real shit. Like
he was outside.
He'd go around telling people like, "Yo, I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll be here." It's like, "Yo, shit's crazy." Like the
and you gotta remember, we talking about Chicago. He was in the middle of. He was outside.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like before he put out his first album, he was working with mad legends. Like shit's crazy.
Yeah.
The freestyle though, he's sitting in there with Mos Def now.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta remember, we watched the video a long time ago through the wire, and they already had this footage, but
seeing all that shit, and I got a chance to see the theaters when they had like that one night event. It was just crazy, just seeing that on the big screen.
It was so crazy when he made that track. 50 Cent came, when 50 Cent got shot, his mouth was wired too. And he made his first track. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy. I said, both of these dudes made a track with their mouths just wired up and made it to the level that they at right now.
Yeah, and like when he was doing that whole interview with MTV, he's like, yo, I'm gonna just, anybody that tells me I can't do something, pretty much, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And like that's what he keeps doing now. Like when somebody tells him like, nah, you can't do this, nah, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. He's my top favorite artist, even though he crazy as hell sometimes. I'm still gonna ride with that dude till he died. That's like my favorite artist, man. Like when he first came out with the College Dropout, all that, man. Even the funny songs with the workout plan, all that. That jump was like, I liked it. Then his sound is one of a kind. Nobody can't duplicate his sound. Nobody. You know what Kanye West can.
First time I heard him was on Champions when they had all Dipset and them on there, Beanie Singer when they had him on there, and it was like, this the motherfucker producer right here. Dang, just the producer right here, and he came on there, and I was like,
killing it.
It's crazy. Like he was producing for Mace. Like that's crazy. Like that's how far that shit go back. Like,
damn.
And they were showing those other producers, people that wasn't even that well known then. They no ID now. Who was the other one? 88 Keys.
88 Keys.
Don C.
Yep.
C. Shoot, if I'm not mistaken, Scott Storch before he got big was in that little circle too.
He was also But also, what was crazy about the documentary, they showed you like the Chicago rap scene at the time. I was like, yo, that's like pre-drill shit, like, and like just the dreads and stuff. You see that early, like it's covered. It was covered like that.
And he talked about that too. The way he didn't want to be a rapper that like talked about killing people that look like him, doing all of that or whatnot. Like he talked about that, like.
But if you Skeet Davidson, then you know what I'm saying it's different. It's different, you know.
You better start listening and stop playing.
I ain't going there.
Hey, Kanye want all the smoke. Kanye want all the smoke.
We got a problem here? We got a problem, nigga?
But that's the thing about Kanye. Like, people think he's really like serious about certain things, but it's just like he only does this when it's like album time.
Yeah,
I haven't caught up with that yet. Like,
yeah, he makes millions like before the album come out.
Kanye acting like Dave Chappelle on that episode where he did The Real World, and Pete Davidson is that white when he came. Who ordered pizza?
Yeah, I can't wait for part 2 though, because like the way it stopped right before his accident. So,
bruh, you heard about the Donda 2 album?
Yeah, I was gonna have that run up.
How you
about
feel?
It being not streaming?
It's gonna be on his stream.
Yeah.
How you think about that?
I mean,
money, nigga. Like what? Genius.
No, it's like, not that though. He's saying he don't want the other corporations pretty much taking money out of him.
That's what I mean.
That's smart.
Okay.
Why?
But like, Tidal, I thought he would put it on Tidal because Tidal's one of the top paid streaming networks that actually pay their artists a lot more money than most streaming.
How cool is him and Jay-Z to be putting it on Tidal?
Right.
I mean, Tidal, they cool, but how cool? Like, it's
but Jay-Z don't.
Cool.
But Jay-Z don't own Tidal no more.
He don't not at all.
He sold it.
He sold it. Yeah.
Okay.
He sold that thing completely.
Ground up and grand close.
See, when you said the money thing, I thought you were saying him as far as want people to go buy the Steam player. Like, I want all y'all to come buy this Steam player. And
how much is that?
Because ain't that shit like $200 some or whatnot?
What?
Shit, bro, that's cheating.
If I'm not mistaken.
Like, yeah, if you want to hear this shit, pay $200.
Yeah.
What is a Steam player? Is that
that's
like
his shit. That's his thing. It's some shit.
It's got a bunch of programs that you can mess around with the beats that he has on albums or something. Yeah.
If I say you can change the vocals or some shit like that, you can switch the vocals on different beats or whatnot.
Oh, like they've been doing with that Michael Jackson, where they been fading shit out.
Shit, I guess.
On some of the memes, yeah. I'm just saying on TikTok's like, yeah.
Nah, he got his own little Steam player shit where you can goddamn mess with the little shit like I ain't gonna say like an MP3 player, but like you mess with beats.
I feel him on that, like, because you know what I'm saying, that's something innovative that like nobody's really thinking about, and that's another credit you gotta give Kanye. Is it's like, yo, he knows how to promote his albums and stuff. Like the rollouts be crazy. Like he got a whole documentary now. He's in the news constantly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
dissing the shit out of Pete Skeet.
Man, he
completely
dissing him, bro.
Completely crushing any Kardashian, like, you know what I'm saying, shit out there. Like, just like it's all he wants all the spotlight on him right now. So
bro, they're making memes on this dude, man, with Final Fantasy characters.
He posted his own shit. He posted some shit talking about Captain America Civil War. Him and a whole bunch of people on one side, Pete Davidson on the other side.
I peeped that. That mom was stupid, bro.
But yo, Kanye like low key exposed himself with the documentary, because in the beginning you saw he had somebody else doing his tweets for him. So he's like, yeah, don't tweet that. Tweet that. You like fix this, fix that, and then put it out. So he definitely probably has somebody to help with these tweets and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I thought that was something that he was about to send out, and somebody was telling him not to send it out. Oh, I ain't. Speaking of, as far as 50 though, how did y'all feel about the Super Bowl halftime show?
Man, I think a lot of people gassing that shit. To be honest, because it's just like what? Because it's a dope moment, but it's just like it's weird at the same time. It's just like, all right, you got you finally want to put rap on the stage, and you let people just perform one song each, and it's just like,
that's not the first time they done that.
Yeah,
I know. It kind of felt rushed. I was like, it's like about 15 minutes. It felt kind of rushed, like there was just in and out. Eminem did not need to be there. What would have been dope, since they're in LA, is if you had
Eminem was there. You know, Dr. Dre. It was really.
They had to have at least one white person, and that's the only white person that white people being talking about. Talking about Eminem was the best part, and it's like,
nah, like Lose Yourself is the most. Lose Yourself is the most generic fucking hip hop song. I'm sorry, like that shit is so washed. That shit's so washed.
I hate
So the 3 6 Mafia.
6 Mafia, I know.
What?
Yeah, 3 6 Mafia got. Yeah. He do got a point.
I forgot about that.
Hey, hold up, wait a damn minute. Whoop that trick, yeah. I'm about to say what?
No, was it Whoop That Trick or was it
bro, they did what
you know it's Hard Out Here for a Pimp.
Hard Out Here for a Pimp. Actually won one, bro.
But I would have replaced Eminem with The Game, because that would have been dope to have 50 and Game on the same stage at the Super Bowl in LA, like perform Love It or Not?
He too gangster.
But that would have gone crazy.
That would have brought it up. They were saying why they felt like Game should have been out there, you know, the whole LA thing and whatnot.
Right. I was like, bro, he from Detroit. He nowhere near from fucking LA. You got everybody.
They had a white. They had to have a white person. It was not. They were not going to let that be all black.
Kendrick should have premiered like a new song or something like that, because that would have been big. I was
thinking my man was about to premiere something new. I was just waiting. Nah. He like, no, you gonna keep waiting.
NFL said, nah, y'all got to do it like this. Keep it short, because
it was artfully put together. It was like take the music out of it and look at the set. Like that was so artfully put together. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. I appreciate the artistry, the dance, and all of that. Just showing the culture.
You got to remember, this was 50, Eminem, Dr. Dre. You know that era. They was doing they was all together at one time for the damn near 4 or 5 years, all together, bomb rushing the industry.
Yeah.
So he had to have 50 out there. I don't feel like Game really had that connection with him. Same way.
I'm so tired. That's another song I'm tired of. Is In the Club, bro. I can't
even listen to that song anymore.
It's just like, yo, you should have just premiered. You should have just performed Big Rich Town, because that's a better song, overall, than In the Club.
He was not performing Big Rich Town at the Super Bowl.
That'd been dope. That'd been so close.
It had to be In the Club. In the Club was the biggest song in the world, bro.
It was.
That was the biggest of the biggest.
See, that's my thing. It's not that it's a bad song. It's the repetition that it was. The amount of times I've heard that song. Bruh. The only thing that kind of made me...
Birthdays.
Think of it.
Man, every club.
Every night.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to tell you how old we are when we heard this darn song. Fun Station.
Yo,
I know everybody loves Dr. Dre, but man, that sound is just, I give him credit, he makes some legendary sounds, but that shit is dated as fuck, bro.
But it's LA though, bro.
I know.
It's an LA swag.
You feel like Dr. Dre 2001 dated?
Yeah, it's just, I just feel like people gas that shit up and just.
No.
Whenever I hear Snoop rap, I'm like, bro, he ain't all that, bro. When it comes to the bars, bro, his bars ain't there.
Right, damn,
what?
His bars. He be saying
Snoop don't got an Oscar. I mean, not an Oscar. Snoop doesn't have a Grammy.
That's true.
That is crazy. Somebody said watch them honor him at the Grammys, but never give him a Grammy.
I think Snoop is
never
dope,
won a Grammy.
Outside of hip hop, Snoop is really dope, with other things, promoting other products and even with the gaming scene. But when it comes to rapping shit,
a bit of West Coast rapper than Snoop.
Yeah, most definitely.
Who?
Corrupt. Yeah. The thing about that,
Snoop just Snoop had he had a run just with the doggy style. You know what I'm saying? He got lucky with that. Then after that, it's just like
Lucky.
He got lucky. No, nah.
Wait, rewind.
Because the whole
Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute.
There's no going back. You've changed things.
He got lucky with that, in my opinion. That's just
No, don't I feel like you disrespecting his artistry.
I'm not trying to. It's just like, yo, like when I hear Snoop, I'm like, bro, he's not he like people complain about today's rap, but like this nigga really can't rap. Like
you don't like his style of rapping, but his you gotta respect his artistry. Like
yeah. Most definitely. But it's just like, yo, it's just if we're talking about West Coast rappers, he's definitely not on that list. Like he's just
I hate to say it, man. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it real 100. If God rest his soul, Nipsey Hussle would have took over him.
Yeah.
Nipsey was about to take over Snoop Dogg's era.
Yeah.
Nipsey was dropping.
Era. I feel like he was just about to take over. Period. He was about to be one of the number one rappers. Just
in LA.
Yeah.
He was the truth, man.
In the industry.
If we talking like pothead rap, and like I put Wiz over Snoop all day.
It's not even from the same.
I'm saying pothead rap. I'm saying pothead rap. Yes.
No, Wiz over.
Cushion orange juice is better than style.
You like Wiz's artistry more than you like Snoop's artistry. Just say that's what you're saying.
I'm just saying like Wiz is a better overall art like rap.
I mean, but you have to realize why Snoop.
I disagree because Wiz has a way of artistry of what he does, and I've listened to a Wiz Khalifa album and I've listened to a Snoop Dogg album. Mm-hmm. But like it's different artistries. Like you can't compare the two.
Listen to Mac and Devin go to high school and Wiz body Snoop on every track.
Listen to what? Go to high school.
Mac and Devin. That's a good example because they both on the same genre. It's just like you can't tell yet.
Bounce, motherfucker. Bounce or get bounced, punk. Broke ass niggas.
They two different eras, bro. I hate to say it like this. Snoop is not really Snoop is known for his music, but he's more known for what he does. Like he's the first dude that actually had a song that he was about to diss. He was about to get himself killed if he dropped that third diss track when he left Death Row. He was about to get himself killed. Mm-hmm. He dissed the hell out of the whole Death Row records. Then, being a bigger man than he is, he already gave respect back to Suge. He already dissed all that. Suge talked shit to him when he left Death Row and went to No Limit Records.
Now he
turned back around and bought Death Row from him.
That's a dope move. That's a dope move. But
you know what I'm saying?
I give Snoop this, right? Because I just look at people's discography. Because when you look at people's whole discography, it's just like it gets spooky. You know, it definitely gets spooky.
I want you to name me at least 2 Wiz Khalifa albums is better than Snoop's.
Cushion Orange Juice.
I like to say that.
Cushion Orange Juice is a classic.
What album is better? Are we even talking about the Snoop No Limit albums? Like,
man, that No Limit album was crazy.
Like, come on, Perk. Do you remember the No Limit albums? The Snoop No Limit albums?
Nah, they not remember.
Was C Murder?
Obviously. Yeah, I don't, you know. In one ear, not the other for me. So, you know, but nah, like.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? But nah, Wiz is a much better rapper, though. But if we like. But obviously, but somebody that's like when we talk about pothead rappers, like I would put Currency over Wiz and stuff like that. Currency
is way beyond the pothead
rapper. Over Wiz. I would definitely put Currency over Wiz.
Currency been underrated for a long time though.
Yeah, he drops an album every month.
Yeah, dude's sick.
Yeah, like I like Smoke Dizza. I like Devin the Dude.
Okay, since you want to talk about pothead rappers, you think Meek Miller was better than Wiz? Meek Miller.
You said Meek Mill?
Yeah.
He not a pothead rapper?
Not Meek Mill. I said Meek Miller, the one that passed away.
Mac
Miller. Mac Miller. I said Mick. My bad. There is an error for me.
I thought you was calling Meek.
No. I put Mac over M.
Wait a minute.
As a white rapper, I like Mac more than M. Because I feel like he's
Mac's
more...
a straight pothead rapper, though. God rest his soul.
Mac Miller has his artistry. I don't like his song composition. Like, I don't know how y'all look at music or listen to music, but I like it's a totally different way that I listen to it. And I'm just like, that's why I'm like, I can't believe you're putting Wiz over Snoop, and it can't just be Cushion Orange.
I guess it just it like his music resonates more with me, and I grew up more with his music.
Facts.
And I still, but at the same time, I still grew up listening to Snoop and stuff like that. It's just like it got to a certain point that like a lot of Snoop's music just doesn't appeal to me. Like I give him Doggy Style, I'll give him the blue carpet treatment.
This dude,
like that's after the No Limit era, though.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, like a lot of his shit's like hit or miss for me.
Like, and he's entitled to his opinion, and I feel you. So I get what you're saying because it's like you had another artist. No, as far as like preferring another artist over another one, he's just saying like this artist music resonates more with me, and
I understand that.
So I feel like they're better in my opinion because I resonate more with this one, and I get that because I would definitely say that about a lot of artists.
See, I look at the way I look at artists is the way they influence my era, and the way they perform, the way they swag out their era for what I like them. This whole Snoop Dogg made his own language. And everybody was on it for about 10 years.
Yeah, he was the original mumble rapper right there.
I mean, yeah, you had E40.
He had white people. When you have white people saying your shit.
For sizzle, my nizzle. Come on, bro.
Looking back at it, it was silly as hell. I'm like, bro, that shit's silly as fuck. But
everybody was doing it.
Everybody was doing
it.
The culture don't move without black people. I will stand on that forever.
Pushing P.
And I respect you for saying that.
Speaking of the culture, how y'all feeling about BEL-AIR, the reboot?
I like it.
I actually like it.
I like it. You know,
it shocked me.
It did.
It shocked me too.
I
hate that fake ass Carlton.
Yeah, he is cool. He is straight cool.
That Bob is. Man, come on, man. He make the real Carlton look like a Sprite.
Hey,
to this.
Bro, you remember the real? I think they building us up though. I think they trying to build up Carlton for us to hate him to do something where he gonna end up doing something like Nadia. You said something earlier. What you say?
I said I feel like the drug dealer is somehow gonna catch up to Will and try to like shoot Will, and Carlton gonna jump in front of the bullet and some shit like that.
You know what?
I feel like they building him. I feel like
in the season finale or something.
The season finale. Because
so
I
we
feel
can
like
Carlton again as an audience.
And we're going to find out why he owned what he owned, because he owned.
You know what? I'm going to start calling BEL-AIR. I'm going to start calling it Power Book 5 BEL-AIR.
Why you saying, man? Oh, shit,
Dave, you making me nervous. You making me think that you going to snitch. Now, you're not going to snitch, right? Oh, man, come on now. I ain't no snitch. Now, you sure I ain't going to snitch? It's me, nigga. It's Dave, baby. Come on now. Come on, nigga. Yo, nigga, come on. It's me. It's Dave. We black actors, man.
That is my favorite skit. That is my favorite one.
I always say that because like I didn't finish this recent episode, but it's just like, all right, Jeffrey out here a shooter now and stuff like this. Get into
that was hot, bro.
I handled it. I need to rewatch. I need to finish that shit. Bro.
I said, is Jeffrey a Jamaican? If Jeffrey came out shot, did I see Jeffrey on shot?
Bro, I thought he was on Shasta, bro.
He said, don't even run your body. I got some roster. Wait a minute. Where this nigga started? Hold on. You see how Will looked at him? Will walked up to him and said, what you say, man? He said, hold on. You really got...
That shit was funny. When he said something like, "Don't worry about it, bro. I'll handle it." I was like, "All right." What you about to
find out Jeffrey the hardest one on here.
But the reason I said that, as far as what Nadia said, as far as maybe Carlton getting shot, I said they might do something like that because they've been throwing these little hints in there from original episodes from the other Fresh Prince, as far as the one that came out with the original Will.
Yeah.
They don't like there's a scene in there where he playing a piano, and you remember Will was playing the piano on the original one or whatnot.
Right.
Old buddy, Don Cheadle character, Trey, bro. You ain't gonna tell me they don't look like old buddy for real. Like when Trey came out there with Will. When I first seen him, I said, "Is that old buddy that Don Cheadle played when he came out there with Will from Philly?"
Yeah.
And I said, now they about to have that when he come out there to visit, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm liking the way they doing that as far as playing homage to the original series and throwing them little Easter eggs in there and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the series. I definitely see some red flags.
Yeah, you called it Power Book 5, man. You ain't enjoying it.
Nah, I do enjoy it, but it's just like I just automatically thought like Power was like, oh, this shit about to turn to a crime drama. Like is Will about to start he gonna be out there in the traps and shit, like in the trenches.
That's where I got in shock because even when it first came on and everybody cussing each other talking about MF and this and that, I'm like, oh, so they really going there. That's what we doing in Carlton in there sniffing.
I was like, damn,
that was hype.
I was like, all right, so this is what All America would be like if they was allowed to curse and shit. So
exactly.
That's what I said. This is All American if it's on HBO.
Right.
Man, it was hot, bro. I was not used to Carlton cussing like that.
Bro, my man was in there with the music on. He was pumped up. He said, "Why you come here and knock?"
I really thought that they were going to do something different with Carlton's character. As far as I thought they were going to make his character gay because he definitely be acting moist sometimes. Like
it's so unusual to be loved by anyone.
Just the way he just carries himself. I'm like, bro, you just weird. Like,
he did come off like that. Yeah.
Man, every time we hit somebody in their mouth, I'm enjoying it, bro. Like they be asking for it, right?
He be not hitting them hard, cause
shit me. He hit old buddy. He knocked his ass to the ground when he pushed him in the pool and he got out the pool.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Y'all saw Connor's eye.
Oh yeah.
How y'all feeling about Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv?
He still doesn't like. He's not giving me James Avery vibes, but it's just
nah.
He gives me brown sugar vibes, bro.
What you mean?
Like
brown sugar. What? Yeah, like the movie. He don't know what the fuck he is.
Where did that come from?
Man, he just be acting fruity, bro. Sometimes he don't be serious half the time. Especially when they was especially the episode when they had a house party and shit. When he had all them people at his house for that big meeting. He was extra, bro. Very extra.
Yeah, I just stepping.
Stop the yards. Just you know.
Hey.
I was like, all right, here comes the CW bullshit. Come on now, let's red flag.
WB.
Motherfuckers really tap dancing.
Man, hey, now if they would have started crumping us some shit, I would have been like, all right, yo, we got chill.
Bruh. Back to the Bay.
Yeah, man. I think it has
place
potential.
in North Carolina.
I think it has. Go ahead.
What'd you say?
That place that they say he from, Yamakra, that's a real place in North Carolina.
What the hell is it at? In North Carolina?
East of Bumblefuck.
Bruh. Don't act like Catawba is not like a weird name. It's one of them places that got one of them Native American names. So
shit, Kannapolis sound like a Native name. Kannapolis.
Man.
Now, it has potential. I just wish the first episode was like all Philly. Like they could have done a lot more just in Philly, and then got to BEL-AIR and stuff like that.
Nah, they had to set up all the characters. Especially, Jeffrey and all of them, Jazz, that I didn't even know that was Jazz.
I knew by the glasses.
I was glad. I mean, I feel like they could have done this TV show without it even have to relate to a TV show that was already established.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Too. I thought about
They was wanting to boost it. That's all it was. They was wanting a fan base to boost it.
I guess so. I don't know.
The idea came from the whole YouTube thing. So, like, they wouldn't even...
Because what I would have done in the first episode, I would have just, had them stay in Philly. His boy gets killed. And that's the reason why he has to, get out of Philly. Because, it's just it happens. And then, you're... But I was just it happened so quick. I was like, damn, he got him out of jail in 24 hours and shit. I was like, this is what I said, power book 5. Get niggas out of jail in 2 seconds.
Damn, man. They even get this they even get the One Piece on, did they?
I mean, maybe it's because he's a minor. Is it easier to get minors out?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but it was just I just felt like they could have stayed a little bit longer in Philly because because we didn't get much of that in in the sitcom and stuff like that. So,
I mean, I'm enjoying what they're trying to do though. Like I said, especially with the whole thing with Carlton in there dancing with the white boys and they're saying nigga and this and the third. They making a reference to what you see all the time on TikToks or whatnot when you see all different races be saying and shit so.
Yeah.
And then he trying to make the whole point of you got rappers out here saying it to each other all the time and they selling it to this white people. So what's wrong with them wanting to say it? I'm like, nigga.
Whoa.
Nigga.
I hate motherfuckers that do that shit. You just yo, we say it to each other. Yeah, that's us, motherfucker, not you.
But they showing that different culture.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Born up in that side, born up wealthy like that, not understanding your...
That's literally kind of because I grew up in the suburbs, so I had a lot of white friends and stuff like that. That's really interesting though. It was never but it was never like that elite. But you did have that, but you had it was mostly the poor white people versus the rich white people and stuff like that. You definitely had that, you know what I'm saying, that
so
kind of classes. Yeah.
You had some shit the beginning of Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't never had that. We ain't never had that.
No.
I really didn't have any. I really didn't have any black friends until middle school. Mostly high school.
Our whole block was black.
Yeah.
Have you been to therapy for that?
No, I'm good though.
Wow.
When I got to high school, it definitely. When I got to high school, there definitely was way more black people that went to the school and stuff like that. It was just certain areas and stuff like that.
Shit, we had opposite.
We had 2 middle schools and stuff, and a lot of the black kids would go to the other middle school, and I'd be over here at this middle school, something like that. So by the time we got to high school, that's all I would be chilling. I'd be chilling at the black table. That was the
Did you say the black table?
Yes, because we literally every lunchroom had that one black table that everybody what I'm saying, we'd all just sit there.
We had all black tables
in there. We be live as someone's there. Everybody be looking at us why the fuck they yelling and all this shit? We having a good time.
Man, that's our culture.
Yeah.
Man, everybody at our school was black. We had hood white dudes. At State High School. We did.
Take your stupid blind ass on.
Our mama yelling, "Is that your friend? Get his ass in the car too." What kind of shit is that? So I don't know. I never had that experience.
But there was definitely black kids that were trying to be white that stayed away from the motherfuckers because they was weird as hell. It's just why are you doing that?
Man, bro, Keyshawn, we had so much mystery in our school, bro.
Mm-hmm.
How many people you battled rap statewide that was different colors, bro?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I ain't battle rap. I don't know what the hell you talking
But it's
about.
probably
You ain't battle
because,
rap, bro. We gonna bring up that history, bro.
But it's probably because
I ain't
Boys,
battle
man.
rap.
Let's just get the shit.
Let me say one name then, Merc.
The fuck is you talking about, man? Next topic. Y'all had a chance to I want to do a challenge then. Have you most shocking deaths?
What, on hard?
Yeah.
Most shocking death in hard.
Yeah. I'm doing
Like
a versus.
people you didn't expect to die?
Gwen Stefani. I mean, oh shit, I said Gwen Stefani.
The end of the mess.
We were seeing the horror movie.
I think the end of the mess is still like the craziest.
Nah, man, he talking about battling and shit. I'm sitting here about to start doing my smack, but I'm a chill. Dr. Marco. Well, yeah, most shocking deaths. Gwyneth
Paltrow. We been powering up, remember?
Oh yeah.
Anybody want to tell me who?
That episode's hilarious.
Most shocking deaths. Gwyneth Paltrow 7 versus Samuel L. Jackson and Deep Blue Sea.
Samuel L. Jackson takes the cake on that one, buddy.
Are these movies even related? What's the correlation between 7 and... See...
Did you expect his wife's head to be in a box at the end? Or you just...
I did.
I would never expect a person's head to be in a box. So I did go with that.
Let alone a head, his wife's head. The detective, you've been following the whole movie.
I did.
You met his wife. We've been following these characters. Did you expect his wife's head to be in a box?
Yep. And he was ass messy. He was being nosy.
You remember Morgan Freeman expression when he jumped up after the box? Like, oh, shit. Don't come over here. Stay over there. Don't come over here.
Samuel L. Jackson had that big speech and he got snatched.
Yeah, you saw that coming from a mile away. Like the way he was right next to
Nah,
like, why are you making a whole speech?
No.
Why are you making a whole speech next to this fucking big ass opening take? Like something gonna happen.
This is Samuel L. Jackson though, bro. You weren't sitting there involved with the speech. You weren't just sitting there listening to him. We're not gonna give up. I ain't gotta keep saying this damn speech.
And that damn shark said, "Yes, the hell you is."
Right. That's it.
All right, I feel like 7. Gwyneth Paltrow's death was a more shocking death to me. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson and Deep Blue Sea is definitely a shocking death, but I just feel like that was more shocking to me. All right, I know the deal. You ain't been watching Peacemaker. Everybody got a chance to finally watch the season finale.
Yo,
I didn't get to see the season finale. I didn't.
Shit,
bruh, I've been so busy, bro.
Fire. I was just like, yo, that was one of those endings that I couldn't help but just like spoil the shit out of it.
Hey, go ahead and give me spoilers, all that, because I'm still going to watch.
All I gotta say is two words: Justice League.
Word?
Got you, man.
Yeah.
Word? Justice League? Oh, I'm about to finish that. For real.
Oh, man, that shit. When I saw that, I was just like, man.
Yo. I'm going to just show you just one of the scenes, man. I got to look at this scene again. To me, this scene, like, the way James Gunn, or not even James Gunn, the way they choreographed this, I was just sitting here like, yo.
Oh, the fight scene at the barn?
I'm sitting here like.
The fight scene at the barn?
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was clean.
We get a couple scenes in here. Like I said, I ain't trying to get copyright claim, but I got at least, Melvin, you missing out, man.
Hey, look, like I said, I'm going to watch it regardless of the spoilers. I had to catch up on my WWE right quick, bro.
WWE.
I just want you know, my dude got the title right now, man. He's about to lose it, so.
With this shit, I felt like I was watching an episode of Walking Dead. How they just be going in on motherfuckers.
Look at this.
Damn! Why you tackle him like that?
Yo, check out Vigilante.
Ah, he cut niggas' heads
Hardcore was going off too. Like all three was going off. Like
what the
Peacemaker
fuck?
with the shield though. Peacemaker with the shield.
Oh. Killing his shield. What is he, Captain America?
Right. That's what Cap should be doing with his shield.
God.
This nigga Vigilante, bro.
Oh.
I gotta get off there before they try to copyright my black
you
ass.
got to stop.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That was going off. Like,
do you feel like Vigilante can't give Deadpool a run for his money as far as like a solo project?
oh yeah, most definitely. Like I like Vigilante is a dope ass sidekick, yo.
Can he give Deadpool a run for his money?
Fuck. Yeah. Let me take that back.
You know why?
I had to think about it for a second.
You know why? Because it's not Ryan Reynolds playing him. So
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Exactly.
Ryan Reynolds is the same motherfucker in every single movie.
And the fact that Vigilante he crazy, but his sarcasm don't come off as just some silly ass goofy shit. His sarcasm come off as just like
he's dead ass serious.
You like is he serious? He's serious. He dead ass serious.
That's so fucked
Be right
up.
back. Hold up.
You good, bro? But yeah, man, you definitely got to check it out. But yeah, Justice League. We got cussing and everything with the Justice League.
That was hot. I ain't gonna stunt. I'm definitely gonna be watching that tonight.
I ain't gonna get too more into it though. I'll let you get a chance to check it out. I ain't gonna spoil too more.
Bro, I'm still gonna watch it regardless.
Like I said, that's the biggest thing though. Justice League showing up at the end, and like I said, this is a Peacemaker show. This ain't no Wonder Woman show. This ain't no Flash spinoff or nothing, Superman or nothing like that. This was a John Cena show. Nobody was really thinking about that. Ended up becoming one of the biggest shows on HBO Max, and now we're about to get a season 2.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Officially.
Speaking of comic books, as far as movies, you don't got a chance to check out Doctor Strange trailer.
Bruh, that's gonna be crazy. Bro, you see that Iron Man though?
What you talking about? In the trailer?
Yeah.
Nah. They saying that's supposed to be like a variant of Captain Marvel.
Nah, they already made it official. It's Iron Man, bro. His suit when he gets mad turns like a reddish color.
Man, that ain't gonna be no damn Iron Man. I'm telling you, watch when the movie come out. There's gonna be Captain Marvel, a variant of Captain Marvel. What? Oh.
Oh, bro, they already. I showed you. I seen the link in your messenger.
Pertaining to that trailer though, what you think gonna be in there as far as X-Men? Because supposed to have a scene in there with Professor X. So you think
man, Professor X is in there? Like he
definitely Wolverine. Wolverine will definitely be in there.
We're not getting Hugh Jackman Wolverine. We might get a variant of a Wolverine.
I think Deadpool's gonna pop up. Most definitely.
Deadpool always pops up.
You think we're gonna get Fantastic Four? Well, as far as what's
that's part of it.
We definitely getting the Illuminati though. That's what it seemed like. So
yeah.
We're gonna get like Reed Richards.
Illuminati, but
it's like Reed Richards, Professor X, Black Bolt, Doctor Strange. Well, probably Mordo's going to take that spot. It looked like Captain Britain was going to be on there too. It might be a different take on the Illuminati. Could get Doctor Doom in there.
Doctor Doom's going to be in there because he's part of the. He's actually the biggest part of the multiverse.
You think we're gonna get Dr. Doom in multiverse? Doctor Strange?
Because I was thinking, because like a lot of people are thinking like that's Iron Man's like the Ultron bots. I was like, who's to say that's not like their interpretation of like the Doom bots? Like he just stole a bunch of Tony Stark tech and stuff like that. And
I mean, if we're gonna get something as far as pertaining to the Fantastic Four, we might get that then. Maybe.
I mean, Dr. Doom's gonna be in the multiverse, bro. It's setting up as the comic book.
Yeah, I think the main villain, or we get another villain.
No, Dr. Doom is gonna be the villain, bro.
No, I'm talking about
I wouldn't say he's the villain, but I think Wanda is definitely going to be the one of the main villains. But I still think what's going on is. Because I know in the original Doctor Strange 2, when Scott Derrickson was on board to direct and all that and stuff, they went in Nightmare. So
that would have been a good one too.
I still think that they're using Nightmare as the main villain, and like it's not going to get revealed till like afterwards. Like so they're going to think like it could like they can still introduce Mephisto, like so he can still be just pulling the strings or something like that. But I think it's Nightmare. Most definitely.
I am interested to see if they're gonna try to throw like the original X-Men in as far as 20th Century Fox X-Men.
Shit, they own the rights now.
I mean, yeah, but
they own the rights.
A lot of people want them to get away from them X-Men and try to do their own version as far as the MCU version of X-Men.
I think this is the best way to introduce them into the MCU, though. If you have just Professor X there or stuff like that, confirms that mutants exist in the MCU now. Like so. You
think we get a Hugh Jackman cameo?
I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I don't think it really needs it.
Yeah.
Because there's already too much going on with this movie. There's a lot going on. We don't need too much.
What's up with the zombies?
Yeah, it's probably like from the What If shit.
I never got a chance to really check out that.
Yeah, they had like
that What If episode. That What If got a whole episode of that.
Yeah, well, if everybody got turned into zombies, like they had a zombie Iron Man, zombie Strange, zombie.
Yeah, they had a copy. Yeah. They had a copy. Captain America zombie.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. Like I said, it's still not one of my top as far as it's a top as far as comic book movies coming out, but as far as most anticipated movies coming out, it's still a Batman. I would say probably number 2 is Nope, and I'll probably put this number 3.
All right, yeah.
We're gonna see when the sales pop up.
I'm looking forward to this more than the Flash, honestly.
Yeah, I think this will. It depends though. I think it's going to be a weird scenario. I think Multiverse of Madness might get the whole multiverse thing.
I got to get a trailer first, so I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, they might get the whole multiverse thing better than the Flash. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be an interesting like matchup when we get to see both of those.
Mm-hmm. But they kind of fucked up. They kind of fucked up the multiverse, though, bro. They kind of messed it up with the Spider-Man movie.
I mean, that just gave us a little glimpse of it. I think the Multiverse of Madness is really going to like,
because you've been with the Spider-Man. That he basically made him. He's the only one that actually knew what everything went on. Everybody else forgot.
Mm-hmm.
And he's supposed to, in the comic books, he's supposed to reappear in the comic book Spider-Man. But they kind of fucked it up with the movie. So
I could definitely see Loki possibly popping up in this as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, but what version?
Do you think we'll get Kane the Conqueror?
I want it.
A lot of people said like the person that because everybody's theorizing like who is Wanda fighting. So obviously it looks like Monica Rambeau, but I think it could be a variant of Kang or something like that. It could be Iron Lad or something like that. So we'll have to wait and see.
One thing I did want to ask before I got off the whole comic book thing, going back to Peacemaker. with the Justice League showing up, do you think if James Gunn do a Suicide sequel, a Suicide Squad sequel, do you think he'll have it doing a Justice League versus the Suicide Squad?
Nah, I don't think he'll go that far. But I
thinking maybe
what it has to be excited. What has to be excited though is that like that DC's not going to shy away from mixing their PG-13 stuff with their rated R like stuff. It's going to be in the same universe. So
I feel like that's what they already did with the whole cameo, and he basically said, "Fuck you, Barry."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but like you look at it something like over at the MCU where we're just thinking like, oh, it's Deadpool, so they're going to be a part of this universe, so they're going to allow him to curse and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Well,
yep.
I like that. Like they're going to be able to blend their universes and stuff like that without having to, you know.
I want to know why they keep on messing around. I want to know why DC keep on messing around with some of their villains. Like why they got the Legion of Doom. Like what's going on with that?
Well, I think
like I said, build all this up first. They gotta build all this up first.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a lot more information on what's gonna happen because Flash is obviously gonna be the movie to reset, like kind of be that soft reboot for DC and stuff like that.
Because the reason why I'm asking this is because you've been with the Justice League, the Justice League movie, and you see Lex at the end.
Yeah,
and he bald head and everything.
Snyderverse.
He's trying to get
Snyderverse. They're wiping all that away. Like so, it's like from the Flash and beyond. Like it's gonna be a different story and stuff like that. Like so, they're gonna wipe Snyder stuff out of canon and stuff, which I think that's when we're gonna get an announcement of more like who's gonna be the main Superman of the DCEU and stuff like that. And
what?
I think, yeah.
So they changing another damn Superman too.
That's what I'm thinking. Because my thing is, because there's never been any confirmation of Henry Cavill getting fired. I don't know why everybody's jumping to conclusions. I think that they want to wait to reboot like with the Flash, then re-up the contract with Henry Cavill under a new contract and stuff like that. That's not connected to Snyder, so they can have him be the main DCEU. And
makes sense. So they basically waiting out time for that contract. They basically end.
Pretty much. That's what I'm assuming because like they never. Everybody's like, oh, they don't care about Henry Cavill. It's just like I just don't think that they.
He's a good ass Superman. I tell you that.
Yeah. I just think that they want to wait to reboot, like because this is why I like what DC's doing. Like they're only letting us know like a year. They're not like giving us this whole slate no more. Which is I'm glad that they're not doing that because that's just setting people up for like like none of these movies might not make it. So like let's just say like all right, let's give you our roadmap for 2023. Or
they still
2022.
trying to do a little bit of somewhat of connections with the whole Justice League showing up in Peacemaker. So I'm still enjoying that little part as far as the connection and whatnot. But after the Flash, I think we pretty much gonna get our whole thing as far as knowing what's gonna be going on and whatnot. Yeah. That's why I think a lot of people just gotta be patient and see how this all works out. Because I know a lot of people getting frustrated and just they feel like they're shitting on Superman, even though they're working on like 2 different Superman projects, 2 black Superman projects. So,
see what pisses me off about DC is like Marvel. They organized as hell when it came out. Like, DC is just everywhere. You don't know what the hell they really doing. Mm-hmm. Then Marvel's like, here's our lineup, like all the way to Avengers, all the way down to Endgame. They already know who's playing what.
Yeah, and I think that's what hurt DC when they announced that whole slate. When like you remember back when they announced like BVS and we got these whole slates of movies. We were supposed to get a Green Lantern movie. We were supposed to get a Cyborg movie. We were supposed to get the Flash movie back in like 2018.
Yeah,
never happened and stuff like that. But like it was all, but it was those movies were so mixed with people that they ended up just canning all that. So now they have to kind of just fix the
start back
universe.
over.
Yeah.
And that's why Matt Reeves got his own separation as far as his whole universe and whatnot. That's why he got his own show on HBO Max and stuff that ain't got nothing to do with the DCU or whatnot.
Yeah, it's like Earth 2, which is weird because Stargirl takes place in Earth 2, which I'm cool with. Like, I'm cool with what DC's doing. Like, you know, you have the Suicide Squad; they have their own kind of universe going on with Peacemaker. We'll get another Suicide Squad character in the future. Like, I'm cool with that, you know. And then like eventually have all these worlds collide and stuff. And if that's the route that they're going.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for, and I hope they do. Black Adam right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm saying they got a good lineup coming up, so we're gonna know eventually, especially this year. This year gonna really tell us what we got going on with DC. But
if they fuck up with these movies, then that's gonna be a hard hit. It's just like fuck.
Another thing I wanted to ask about pertaining to music, like I said, New York rappers. There's been a lot of things going on pertaining to violence or whatnot, and I don't even think it's just New York rappers. It's been the whole thing as far as drill music, and whether they feeling like is that the cause is so much violence in New York City in particular, as far as the drill music or whatnot. But recently they had a couple rappers that met with the New York mayor because the New York mayor was going to pretty much try to ban drill music.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Why? Just to give people another offense? Just another reason to put people in jail?
Right.
Because people
Money.
not going to listen? Because you're trying to suppress freedom of speech?
Right.
Well,
and make money off of it.
I ain't had a chance to check it out yet, but I guess this is a little preview or whatever they had going on as far as the meeting they had with the mayor and whatnot. One of the rappers I know in particular that was here was Mano.
Last night, he's criticized the music genre for contributing to the rising violence in the city.
But the CBS was the mayor and the rappers were able to come to an agreement. It's been about drill rap, drill music, connecting violence with the culture.
Late Tuesday evening, drill rappers
said Jimmy Jones.
Who's been critical
of Jimmy Jones.
I don't know a lot of them besides Mano.
Brooklyn rapper Bleezy says the meeting was productive.
And we got a chance to speak to our last brother.
What's up?
As we should, and
she got to be in there. She can't be there.
What's going on?
Drill rap came under renewed scrutiny after 18-year-old artist Jaquan McKinley's murder earlier this month, leading Mayor Adams to call for the music's removal from.
But yeah,
look, man, I hate to say this, man. They trying to do history repeats itself, man. They try to do that same shit they did when gangster music was out. They trying to do the same shit.
Yeah, it's just they just try to like quiet people and stuff like that. But it's crazy. It's just like, yeah, we're gonna censor you, but we're also gonna make money off it with these court systems and stuff. We can, you know,
facts. Like, come on, man. It's double standards, bro.
They always try to find something. They always try to find something instead of finding the real source. So, like, whenever there's something violent going on, they try to find the most violent thing, be it a video game or a genre of music, and then they point the blame at that. That's like, listen to this, but this has been out. Like,
yeah, this has been out. This was like not trying to be funny. This was our gangster music back in the day.
Yeah.
Like,
it was the same shit that we was going through when we heard Tupac, DMX, Rough Riders, all this shit. They doing the same shit over to this generation.
This one calling it real music back then, though.
Yeah.
But I mean, just like somebody said, just when if they was able to stop drill music, just to say they stopped making all drill music or whatnot, would that stop the violence?
No.
You gotta find something else.
They
gonna find something else to do.
They'll just call it death rap. They'll be like, all right, we gonna go from drill rap to death rap.
I mean, what if they even started renaming it, saying shit like, we going to the store, we shopping you, we shop. I'm just saying, just switching the name of switching whatever they saying of as far as pertaining to they ops or whatnot, or whoever they talking about or whatnot.
Bro, they go do it regardless.
I don't feel like that expression should be because they did this with Uncle Luke. Like, they tried to censor him because Uncle Luke was one of the first people to just say the most vulgar shit on wax. Like, he was literally just saying whatever the fuck he wanted to say. And he literally had to fight in court, and he won that freedom of expression. And that like literally, a judge could argue that, like, if they try to like file some legislative, like, you could argue with that case right there. Boom, same difference. It's like, because you're provoking people to promiscuity.
I just
now I could let me.
Trying to ban it though.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why the mayor's trying to ban it though. Because most of these rappers, these young rappers now that's doing that drill music, is really telling what the fuck they really did to people in that music and getting caught up in their lyrics. Yeah, like one dude really got famous for killing somebody, and they was listening to his whole album, and he's telling everything he did in 12 tracks.
I mean, that's what he's saying. He's saying they feel like they out there talking about their situations, like in the music. They saying they gonna go out here and do this to such and such right here and there, and he feeling like that's the cause of the situation.
What was that one rapper's
he talking
name?
About
YMW
yeah.
Melly? Yeah, like that whole Murder on My Mind, like that. That was him snitching on himself, killing his best friend and stuff like that.
Yeah, he really told on himself, bro. They used that whole album to convict him.
At that point, that's just stupidity.
Not being funny. Look at Bobby Smurda. Perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
They took his lyrics.
Yeah.
And made him do time for that shit.
And now they mad at him because he dancing and he ain't trying to go back.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers gotta be on some 5% of shit and start speaking in code and stuff like.
It's crazy, man. They telling on themselves. That's the stupidity part. They telling on themselves.
Shot Bobby on the block right there.
I just think it was interesting to see a couple rappers trying to go up there and holler at the mayor or whatnot, as far as just trying to explain to him that drill music ain't the cause as far as the violence or whatnot, and that won't stop anything or whatnot.
The violence is always there.
Yeah,
New York always been hot. Chicago always been hot.
But like I would say, like the music definitely amplifies the shit, like keeps it like amplifies it even more because it's like, oh, you dissing people on tracks and stuff
now.
The whole thing
is if the music stops, then that don't mean the violence gonna stop.
Yeah,
it's not stop. They gonna find.
It's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword.
Don't take away people's freedom of expression. Like,
mm-hmm.
I hate it. Like, I mean, all art ain't good art, but like if you start taking away art, then you put limitations on art. Art is limitless. It's a form of art.
How y'all feel about Brandon Beal suing the baby?
I knew that shit was gonna happen. I said that last time.
Cool.
I was about to say, didn't people see that coming?
Who's
Brandon? I don't know how much of a dog he has in this fight, because it's like, bruh, you threatened him publicly.
They're not mentioning the price though. They're not mentioning like no numbers or nothing. They just say he's suing him.
I'm gonna keep it real 100. He gonna get that money.
He might lose though if he's instigating first. Then he's gonna lose.
And that's the thing.
If he never instigated and he went up there and they beat him up, then like
I don't know how much.
Who put hands on who first?
The shit about when we're sitting in the courtroom and like watch the video and watching that shit again.
Where did that happen? What state did that happen in?
Walked up on him.
Los Angeles.
Oh, never mind. He probably. I'm about to say, if you down south, you could probably.
That was their Super Bowl weekend.
He gonna take an L because they gonna look at not being funny. I ain't trying to be funny. They go look at the whole thing and they go say to the baby, "How many times have you been to court?" They gonna look at all his trials.
But see, he gonna have some top-notch lawyers. Like I said, the man was threatening him online, and he gonna be able to like, he was making threats online towards me. I was defending myself.
That don't mean nothing.
Exactly.
I don't know what that man had.
That can hold up. That can literally. I don't know
why
people thinking like that's. That's not gonna hold up.
I understand what y'all saying.
He was threatening him though.
They don't sit there and tell people that if you come to California, we might not be able to protect you.
California
gonna use all of that.
California has a 1%. It's a 1% state. If he shows that he had any evidence of this hitting him or anything like that, don't
It's
mean
on
shit.
video. I mean, they ain't got to do nothing but look at the video.
It's on video. Then they go say, okay, how many times the baby got in trouble for the same shit? That's what the judge gonna ask. He gonna ask that out gate.
Like I said, he was threatened. He was making threats. As simple as that.
Was he threatened? The judge gonna say, well, was the other people that he was whooping their ass threatened him to?
He's a rapper.
That don't mean shit. That's listen to that word. Listen to that word. A multi-million-dollar rapper.
No.
A multi-million-dollar rapper. I promise you to go settle out court.
They definitely gonna settle. Yeah, they definitely gonna settle. We're not gonna hear nothing about it.
That shit gonna disappear. Like
I don't care what they do. Just know that just don't sit there and think the baby going to jail because he got dogs.
Oh, we ain't going to jail. I ain't saying nothing about him going to jail. He's
talking about paying that money.
He gonna pay that money.
Hey, nice little mill.
Yes, whatever.
Have you had a chance to check out A Quiet Place?
Oh yes, both of them.
Well,
dope movies.
They finally announced they're about to do a Quiet Place 3 come out in 2025. Yeah.
God damn, that shit sounds so far away, but it's like right.
Wow.
Don't they got a spin-off coming out before the end though?
I think they're still doing that. Yeah.
Yes. 2025. That's 3 years.
You're making sure, like, yeah, we get ahead of this pandemic.
I mean, I'm good with it because I feel like A Quiet Place is one of those ones like the Planet of the Apes franchise where it's gonna be one of those ones that's gonna be a trilogy that you able to watch throughout. That's good.
Yeah,
like
it actually makes sense.
All 3 movies gonna be good.
Because the first one came out, what, 2018?
I think so, if I'm not
and
mistaken.
then the second one. So it's like 3-4 years in between.
Second one came out last year, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so it'd be like 5. It'd be like a 5-year gap. So like 4-year gap. So that's not bad. That's not bad of a wait. Like I don't mind waiting. It better be good though. So
it damn better be good.
So we ain't gonna have no problem with that. I feel like he ain't never like failed as far as doing that. Especially we know we gonna get the same director as far as are we getting the same director? Is he coming back?
I'm not sure. All
right, that might be different.
So I think The Quiet Place has the potential to be one of the best horror trilogies. Most definitely. They knocked that out.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely looking forward to that one though. I know y'all ain't got a chance to check out the new Texas Chainsaw.
Not yet.
Hell no.
What's that about?
Oh man. Oh fuck.
Ooh.
That movie is bad. That movie is bad. Like, not even the kills could save that shit. The kills are dope. That's the only thing that you could take away from that. But it's just like, I was like, I looked at the runtime. I was like, yo, this shit is short as fuck. This shit's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Hurt, man. I don't know what. I got up early. I'm supposed to watch this too early. And I'm sitting here like just waiting.
Was it way that?
It ain't.
It's just a lot of just like the plot just is stupid.
The kills is that's it.
And the plot.
The kills is out of shame.
Yeah. Like I feel like they were better than Halloween Kills.
What?
I wouldn't say like they were better because I still think Halloween Kills like they kills a little bit more.
The bus scene, like
it
do you see her?
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would say like because there's definitely some moments. I'm pretty sure you noticed it too, Key. That they did use some CG blood. Like you remember when the chick was trying to climb out the bus and stuff, and she got sawed in half and shit. Like, yeah, that was all CG right there. I was like, oh.
What was the point of bringing old girl Sally back?
Bro, I have no idea. I was just like, yo, they should have done that with Lori, bro. Like, this Alfred just... Yo, like, literally, like...
You see the scene when she come out there shooting Leatherface, and she like, ha. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro, I literally, that's not the same actress neither from the original. Yeah. But I literally, when she came to Leatherface, like, you remember me? And he pretty much gave her the Thanos treatment. Like, I don't even know who you are. Like,
I was the same. I was looking at her like, man, who the
You
fuck is this?
beneath me. You beneath me.
That was Leatherface out Mortal Kombat. I said that shit in review, bro. That's the Leatherface out Mortal Kombat. This nigga had a full sledgehammer up the stairs and knocked old girl back in fatality.
bro, that shit was hilarious. That was
over. I'm like,
that was like some God of War shit. Like, you throw that.
Word.
bro,
Oh, I got
he
to
knocked her into
watch
the
this
basement.
motherfucker.
He knocked her into the basement.
She should have been knocked the fuck out, bro.
And this nigga he had to been working either with Coach Boone or somebody because he was hitting all type of. I'm like, what the? This is old man Leatherface. This can't be old man Leatherface, bro.
Just his motivations were kind of dumb. It's just like, y'all brought that upon yourselves. Like, y'all deserve to get killed for this fucking with these people, bro. Like, so you telling me y'all knew they were staying here and walking up into people's cribs and shit, like not even knocking and nothing like that, just walking up in people. I was like, oh,
you deserve to die.
Bro, did you think the fake Thor was a villain or a good guy?
I mean, like, I already knew they were going to like trying to remix it, and it's just like, all right, she's sitting there talking shit about him right next to him at the gas station. It's just like, all right, yeah, y'all definitely deserve to.
Yeah, Melvin, Thor is in the movie. Thor's in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He ain't in it that long, but he in. Yeah.
And Will from fucking Stranger Things, the sister.
With the
man, you playing, bro. Y'all playing, bro.
Here. Yo, the way they did my boy Jacob Lattimore though, bro. Why they have to do him like that?
Yo, he was the biggest douchebag there. He's like, nah, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. Like, yeah, I was like, dog, she an old ass lady. Be nice to her, yo. Like,
bro, I didn't even know Leatherface at first. Did Leatherface talk?
She's like, I was nice to Negroes and stuff like that.
What? No,
and then they went all disrespectful. Like, I was like, dog,
bro. He took that shit way to the heart too fast. It wasn't really that serious way.
She's like, I'm not racist. Like,
she said that quick. Oh, she was.
Yeah, she was out there she came up trying to come to the nigga. He getting mad and shit, running out the door and shit.
Cause they was talking hella disrespectful. I was like, damn, yo, I thought y'all was here to like, bring peace to this neighborhood, but y'all just want to, gentrify the fuck out of it.
This is the best one. This is the best one since the 2003 one. I'll say that.
That's a stretch, but
which one is better than the 2003 one?
Not many, but like I put up like, to me, the beginning and the 03 one are the best ones.
The beginning?
Yeah.
In 3D?
That was the prequel to the 03 one.
Yeah, hell no. That's the one where hold on. That's the one where old girl out Fast and Furious.
Oh hell yeah, it is.
Hell no.
It is.
06. You talking about the 06 one?
I think so. It got to be that one because the one I like is the 2003 version. Like
yeah, I like that. That's my favorite.
Jessica Biel. Yeah. And I don't even like her character like that. She actually got on my nerves in that movie.
They honestly should have done a sequel to that, to be honest, because like you could have still brought back Jessica Biel. It'd been like 20-some years later.
They would have killed her at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's how they always do the main survivors that go into the next plot.
They do. That's why I was shocked on Final Destination 2 when that chick lived all the way to almost the end. She still died, but like I was like, they're gonna kill her out quick. Why?
I actually enjoyed that because that one took off guard. You was thinking she was gonna make it out. I'm like, all right, damn, I ain't see that coming. I did not see that coming. It blew her ass up.
Yep. I wanted her to leave.
They have to do one man like that. What was my man name? I'm living single. He was like, don't open the door. She went in there happy as hell, blowing y'all ass up.
Then we got what was it, Hellraiser and We're getting a Hellraiser, Evil Dead, and Halloween Ends this year.
It ain't looking too good.
Yeah, man. We need some
Hellraiser.
revivals. Yeah.
No, just starting off with Texas Chainsaw, the way it's looking right now.
Well, with Hellraiser, I think they're going more towards the novel because in the novel, like I looked kind of into this. That Pinhead, it was actually a woman in the novel. So
I know Melvin didn't like Scream, but I feel like we did kind of start off good with Scream.
Hell no. Hell no.
I'm still waiting for that Terrifier 2. I need y'all to watch Terrifier because that's a dope slasher.
I'm about to try to, bro. I watched that trailer and he just sitting there smiling and shit.
Yes, bro. Imagine a clown that's like a mime and he just following you and stuff, and then he wants to be nicer to you, like do like these tricks and stuff, and and he also kills people, and it's crazy. It's dope. It's dope.
Why are you following? No,
nah,
it's dope.
You about to get I'm about to shoot you if you follow me.
Hell no.
Like he literally went up to this chick in this restaurant, like. It's just like, yeah, you want to you want a balloon, just did like this trick and stuff trying to impress her because he just really liked her. He's just like, and shit went left. But Terrifier is dope. That should be like how you should do modern, slashers and stuff like that. But
I'm gonna have to check it out, man. Is it still on Netflix or just on the regular Tubi?
You should be able to find it on Tubi.
Okay.
For free, yeah.
That's definitely the bootleg hard play. That's got all, man, them black, man.
Yeah, you got everything on this.
I mean, people trying to force me to watch them Black Hood movies on there. I'm like, hell no.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I can't do it.
You know what?
I got every single one.
I had started watching the movie on there, and I was like, why does this oddly feel familiar? I got like 15 minutes in, I was like, this is a damn Lifetime movie that I've already seen.
But the shit though, they're coming there like, man, you ain't seen this. I'll be like, what you talking about? This took over the block. I'm like, that's the name of it. Took over the block. I ain't gonna watch this. Nah. Keep them two.
I be seeing shit like that. Like, I'd be like, yo, every rapper had a fucking hood movie. Like Gilly had one, fucking Meek had one.
Man, the nigga that played Notorious in about 5 hood movies on Tubi.
Right, you got like 6 sequels. Great. They need to go ahead and put Comic View on something. Like put Comic View on Paramount Plus.
Motherfucker got an exclusive deal with Tubi, man. That's what it be.
Right. Like here's 10,000.
Man, the movie's so good. I think I seen me in the background.
Bro, I got the hood movies on Tubi, bro. The hood movies.
One of the best ones though, like I remember it came out on Netflix like a while ago. The Snow on the Bluff. That shit was fire.
She's still up.
Man, that shit was on True Story.
What was on True Story?
That Snow on the Bluff. That motherfucker was wild. He record everything.
He took the movie that came out before that called Gang Tapes, and it was like a LA version of it. It was one of them early streaming movies that was on Netflix.
I think they got they should have State Property 1 and 2 on Tubi. Those are some of my favorite movies. It's just as funny as you ain't gonna get down and lay down.
Hell no.
No, that shit. I like State Property 2 where the beginning you see Kanye fucking stabbing motherfuckers and shit.
I'm like, why though? Why though?
I know the scene you talking about because you got him going all around different cities telling the people that work for him. Niggas in London throwing people in trunks, saying in broad daylight.
Man, what the fuck was they thinking of that movie, bro?
You got Noriega with long t-shirts on and shit.
El Pollo Loco.
El Pollo Loco.
Bro,
I love that. Bro. Now, they had a good plot twist at the end, though.
You talking about the first one?
Nah, the second one.
I don't even remember the end of the second one.
El Pollo Loco, his daddy or something, his stepdaddy or whoever was raising him or whatever was the snake or the drug dealer that was trying to turn him against him and Beanie Siegel or some shit, man. You had me sit here and explain that shit too.
I really did.
Did you watch
Just
How
stick
High?
with the first one.
Did you watch How High too?
No.
Man,
No.
I ain't even watched
Absolutely
it.
not.
No.
I'm watching them damn little boat. Man, what the hell?
And I like
Little
DC
boat.
Young Fly, but no.
And
No.
Yachty don't even smoke.
What?
Nah, he don't smoke.
Man, I'm done, bro.
So y'all had anything as far as topics before I got out for here? Definitely gonna cut this one short tonight because I got.
Let me see.
Ain't got nothing on top of my head.
Other than the main topics that I had at the bottom or whatnot, I did want to talk about a little bit as far as Stranger Things. You know, they about to end as far as season 5.
Yep.
They about to.
He's splitting up this.
Yeah. They about to split up.
And I'm starting to see a pattern now. I think that's what Netflix is going to start doing with a lot of their shows. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they start doing that with like Cobra Kai, like splitting the seasons and stuff like that.
I still ain't had a chance to check out Cobra Kai, but pertaining to Stranger Things, he said as far as the Duffer Brothers, they already had this planned out as far as 4 to 5 seasons, but they said it got too long, so they decided to go ahead and do 5 seasons. One of the things they was talking about was, are they possibly going to do other stories pertaining to like Stranger Things outside of the original cast or whatnot?
I think there's definitely going to be spinoffs and stuff like that because like Stranger Things is too big for brand now to like same thing with like Cobra Kai. They're definitely going to do spinoffs of that once that's done and stuff like, you know, that's the way they're going to keep generating money from it, you know, keep making spinoffs. Like how many, I could swear they made a few Narco spinoffs and stuff like that, like Mexico and all that.
Yeah, they got all types of them. They good though. I like all of them. Yeah, it's only Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. It's only Mexico right now. Yeah,
but it's dope that like, you know, that they don't want to keep this shit. They just don't want to milk it for milking's sake and just go like, oh, let's just try to go 10 seasons and just, you know, no, we have a beginning and end, which more stories need to do that. Like 5 seasons is perfect. Is perfect. Yeah.
I mean, man, you done had the whole pandemic, and these kids done grew up.
They grown adults now.
I'm just curious to see what they're gonna try to do because I was thinking they probably was gonna end it with season 4, but I'm like, what they gonna do with season 5?
Yeah, we'll see. Well, probably this is going to be obviously it's the penultimate season. So whatever's happening in volume 2 of the second half of the season is probably going to give us a good clue of how this series is going to end. I have some theories on how it's going to end, but you know, because it's always been pitched as like a coming of age. So once they have come of age, you know, there's not much more story you could tell. Like it's probably going to end with them going off to college or some shit like that. And
I think we're gonna lose a couple people.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's gonna be some major characters that die this season.
That's what I'm thinking too. Definitely. I think it should. Kids.
Yeah, I think it should be Will. I think Will should die.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't want him to kill a black kid yet. Well, yeah.
I think Lucas could die too. You know? Like anybody could go. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just Max.
I don't want to kill the black kid yet.
Yeah. I mean, he done had some good storylines too, but yeah.
I think Max could die. The little redheaded chick.
I was about to forget about. Nah, they might not kill her. With yeah. I can see her going. Yeah. What about you? Think about what's her name, Mama? Is it not Will, Mama? Who is his mama?
Yeah, it's Mike's mom.
Okay, yeah, Winona Ryder's character. You think she can go?
I think she could go. I'm curious to see how they're going to do the whole Hopper situation because he's in Russia, so we're going to get some more character. That's another thing I like about this, that they're like expanding the world. Like we're getting out of the one spot we're at. We're kind of extending to different places and stuff, and definitely going to get new characters. A lot of these new characters that we're going to get introduced to are probably going to die off and stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to it too. Really looking forward to it. It's been way too long. But hopefully it's worth the wait. Yeah.
I'm surprised they waited this long though. I was really surprised. They know for waiting a good minute though, as far as they seasons, but pandemic.
It kind of gives you. It makes me confident that they wanted to take their time with this and not just rush it out.
It's just the whole thing, Netflix binge watching.
Yeah,
and that should be over, and it's like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I'm definitely looking forward to see what they possibly can do with other stories pertaining to Stranger Things or whatnot, other monsters or whatnot. Maybe they could do something with something like a It type of story or whatnot. I would be interested in them still doing something like that.
Mm-hmm. Or there's just another person like 11, but that's the true villain or some shit like that.
Yo, they hurried up and got out of here with that other shit as far as number 765 or whoever them.
Yeah. I want to see that. I want to see 11 go against another motherfucker named 10 or some shit.
You trying to get into some Dragon Ball Z shit?
Yeah, man. Just have some have them throw shit at each other that should be dope.
But other than that, man, that's pretty much all I had for tonight. Let me see. I'm trying to see. I wanted to talk about a show that was supposed to be coming out. Well, it's going to be coming out this year, but I ain't going to jump into that. It's a show David Simon supposed to be working on. If y'all don't know David Simon is, he do The Wire or whatnot. And he got something new he supposed to be working on with John Bethroll. And John Bethroll is Shane off Walking Dead.
Yeah.
He got Marlo that's supposed to be in it too. That play, well, I don't know. What's the...
You know what that show reminds me of? Just the little details that I got from it. It's just, it reminds me of 7 Seconds. That the show 7 Seconds on Netflix. It got canceled. It had Regina King in there, and just it was always talking about the corruption in the police and all that stuff and all that. So that was a really good show though too. But
this one look interesting. Like I said, I ain't gonna share the screen or whatnot with it. I might jump on it when they get another trailer. Well, when they get a trailer to come out, because then they had no trailer come out. But it's surprising me that he going back, because what's really interesting about this is he going back to Baltimore with this story or whatnot, and it's supposed to be a limited series, and it's called "We Own the City." And this going back into the whole cop thing. It look like they're gonna be diving into the city again as far as drugs or whatnot. But that's real interesting as far as him doing that, because I ain't seen him do nothing like this in a minute.
Right.
And got certain characters from The Wire coming back or whatnot. It look like the person that played Marlo, Jamie Hector, he gonna be playing a cop. So.
Speaking of HBO shows, are you looking forward to the Lakers? That Lakers show? The Showtime. That comes out next month. Yeah.
Shout out to Wood Harris and Steve Harris, the brothers. They're gonna be playing in that again together.
So they go improvise on Magic Johnson a lot.
They just the whole organization.
Yeah, at that time,
family and all that. They're doing everybody.
It looks interesting though.
I'm definitely looking forward to that though. But other than that, man, that's pretty much all I have for tonight. Yeah, I'm definitely about to jump off here. Appreciate y'all coming through again. Like I said, let me see. I'm trying to make sure I forgot, because it's something I wanted to talk about. I think I forgot to put it on here. It was pertaining to a movie, but if I remember it, I'll throw it on here next week or whatnot. But y'all got anything coming up?
Nothing really. I just finished the Cuphead show. So if y'all have ever played Cuphead, they made a TV show. It's pretty dope.
They made a TV show?
Yeah.
On Netflix.
I didn't expect them to have New York accents. That shit's hilarious as fuck. But you got Wayne Brady as the Dice King in there too, so it's cool.
I don't know shit about Cuphead, so
it's kind of like
it's a video game.
Yeah, it's like it kind of uses those it kind of pays homage to those old 30s cartoons, that style, and kind of bringing that into the modern day, just with some color and stuff, and you'll have the little film grain and stuff like that on the screen, which is really dope. But yeah, definitely check it out. I think kids will really enjoy it as well too.
Okay. Like I said, I don't be really into the animated shit like that. So especially pertaining to something like that, I thought it was something like Family Guy or something.
Nah.
Oh, okay. Other than that, why you do that? I didn't know. Like I said, I don't know nothing about no damn Cuphead.
Cuphead's dope, but
I got a nephew.
Yeah, what's dope about the game is like I think it's only 2 people that made the game, and everything that they put in the game was like hand drawn and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was hard. It was actually a good little game.
Yeah, it's one of those like platformers. Yeah, it's one of those like platformers. Yeah.
You got any new content coming up, Perk?
Like I said, Attack on Titan Sunday, Power Sunday. That's pretty much it.
For right now, doing too much tomorrow. Only thing I'll probably be doing is Power Sunday. I think that's the only time I'm doing it till I get back to the crib. So yeah, that's the only thing I'm probably gonna have. But
what you on vacation?
Nah, I got my kids out as far as my daughter's birthday, doing something for them for their birthday early. And I got my mama out here one night, and we chilling. My sister had something, so we all came out here together one night, chilling with them one night. Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, man, I appreciate y'all coming through once again. Y'all.
You tired, man?
Yeah, I'm tired, man. I'm about to. Like this was a road trip, so this was a ride getting down here. So I was on the road for about 5 hours. Well, no, I was like 4 hours. So yeah,
that's too long for me. Being on the road for an hour is too long for me. Yeah, like, I'll be out. I'll be out as soon as I get home.
And I still
my
ain't
max
got the
is like 3, and it's 6 for us to go up to Maryland, and I be in there like, oh. And my husband, he likes to drive straight, like we ain't stopping. I hope you don't have to pee. Like we ain't stopping.
We stopped twice. Yeah, we stopped twice, so that was it.
We'll stop like once.
Oh.
So y'all had snacks, food, and everything already prepared.
Yes.
Yeah, my mom, my mom moved up north. She moved up North Jersey and stuff, so it's like an hour and a half away. She's like, "Oh, when you gonna come see me?" I'm like, "Mom, you live like an hour and a half away. You gotta have to come to me." I'm not trying to drive all the way up there.
I mean, I feel like with us, that'll probably be like from where we stay to like Charlotte or something. It ain't that bad.
I went out to North Carolina a while ago. I got family out there. That shit. We went out to like, what was it, Greenbrook? Something.
Yeah,
Greensboro, and then we went to Raleigh. Greenbrook, like that shit was all country. I don't know what it was. We made stops. We went to a stop somewhere. For some odd reason, when I went to the crib, like my allergies was fucked up, bro. I was fucked up, bro. Yeah, my shit was fucked up, bro.
Yeah, that North Carolina say, "Hey, how you doing?"
That shit fucked me up, bro. I was like, I North Carolina got the
thickest pollen.
Well, shit fucked me up. I was like, why am I crying? My eyes puffy and all that shit. Like, god damn.
All right, man.
North Carolina be a new.
Head back down here, bro. You'll be good.
I don't know, man.
Bitch, your immune system up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm good up here. I'm good where it's cold.
Don't do us like that, man. Don't do us like that.
It's like, nah. Like, North Carolina was dope. Like, me and my brother drove out there. Like, his car broke down. Some dude with a tractor came by. It's like, oh, that's nice because you don't really get that in Jersey and stuff. You know, motherfuckers will run you the fuck over.
You making us sound super country. Like a tractor.
I'm trying to tell you, that's what they think of us. They say like our country as fuck.
But like down south is a lot nicer, you know, than like, you know, people are just a lot more nicer. It's very weird because I'm not used to that, but you know.
And cool. We speak like, so my sister moved to Washington State, right? Like, people don't say, excuse me, don't hold the door, none of that shit. But you know, like, Dad, excuse me. Oh, thank you for holding the door. Like, we do that. Like, that's our culture. That's Southern hospitality. And it's like, you really do not get that shit in other states. You don't. You get it in other Southern states, but you don't get it, like, once you pass a certain point, they don't speak, they ain't no hey, how you doing, no eye contact. Them motherfuckers be on a mission, head down. Yeah.
And if you do make eye contact, you gonna get attitude.
We stopped at the soul food restaurant, yo. I was just like, yo, $7 got us this whole plate. Like I got a whole plate with some sides and shit. I was like, damn. Yeah, this might be the move.
That's Southern hospitality.
Come on, hey, come on.
We being good down here.
All right, man. I'm gonna get off here now. Finally, man. Once again, appreciate Nadia, appreciate Melvin, and appreciate Perk for coming through once again and joining me. Like I said, if you have not yet and you subscribe to my page, definitely hop over there to the Perk page and subscribe to his channel for all type of content, horror movies, anime, everything. Whether you like Peacemaker and all of that, definitely hop over there and subscribe to his channel. If you watch me on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. This is the road to 400 subs. We almost there. If you're watching me on Twitch, definitely follow me. Other than that, we out.